When I consider like the winter skincare regimen, I like to think of how we take care of plants. So if anybody knows about taking care of plants, you know that you got to keep them humidified, you got to keep them hydrated. And that's pretty much the theme of winter, taking care of yourself during the winter time and during, I'm messing up my words. Yeah. Peace, y'all. Welcome back to Urban Eden After Hours. This is the 2021 edition. I'm so excited to be back with you guys, just talking about all things herbs and skincare. So since we're starting in January 2021, I like to flow with the seasons, and I think that your skincare should definitely flow with the seasons as well. And we are in winter time right now. So I wanted to talk about winter, taking care of your skin during the winter and some of the regimens that you can use. So we all know that during the winter time it's really, really cold. If you have any skin issues, it seems like your skin issues seem to flare up around this time, as far as like eczema, acne, dermatitis, any of those problems. And then we also just find our skin just being extra dry from the outside, the wind, even being inside. Having artificial heat like we do, having artificial heat systems actually contributes to drying out our skin as well. So I like to think of, when I consider like the winter skincare regimen, I like to think of how we take care of plants. So if anybody knows about taking care of plants, you know that you got to keep them humidified, you got to keep them hydrated. And that's pretty much the theme of winter, taking care of yourself during the winter time and during, I'm messing up my words. Yeah. So we're taking care of ourselves during the winter time. Hydration is the key to that, okay? So you want to do hydration on the inside, and you also want to do hydration on the outside. So today we're going to be talking about some of the things that we can do on the inside and some of the things that we can do on the outside. So first things first, when it comes to taking care of your skin on the inside, and when we're talking about hydration, drinking water. That is like the most simplest thing that you can do. And of course, it's not summertime like the wintertime. So we don't think to like drink as much water. We're not as thirsty, but still you want to keep your insides hydrated. And that's going to show up on the outside based off of how much water that you're drinking. So you can drink a cup of water, of course, to start in the morning. You can do herbal teas, some good herbal teas that are very moisturizing. You can add like sea moss to your tea. You can do calendula tea. You can do nettle tea, horsetail tea, oat straw, lavender, chamomile. So any type of herbs that appeal to you and that work for your body, just drinking those herbal teas also helps because they're made basically of water, and then you add the herbs to it as well. Another thing that you can do is sea moss has been really, really big lately as well, and sea moss helps with hydration. You can take it internally, and you can also use it externally, so that's another good thing. Aloe is another drink that you can have. You can take aloe internally. It's bitter, so be mindful of that, but you can also use it externally. And those are some of the ways. Also, that's some of the ways that you can do it as far as drinking. When it comes to eating, some of the things that you want to incorporate are going to be like avocados, really like fatty, good fatty food. So that's why I say like avocado oil, olive oil, just high fat, but healthy for you. And that's going to keep your skin supple. It's going to help your collagen to just continue to reproduce and stay elastic pretty much. Yeah. All right. Next up, we are going to talk about what you can put on your skin to keep it hydrated. And this is where Urban Eden comes in, of course, because we make products that are really good for your skin that you could put on the outside. And some of the products, I have like a little plethora here. The first thing that comes to mind when I think about hydration, or anybody comes in with dry skin, the first thing that I'm thinking about is the body butter. All right, the body butter, because it's a thicker moisturizer. And during this time, we have our body oils as well. But body butters are just better moisturizers to me during this time because our skin is extra dry. It just needs a little bit moisturization to it. And body butters, that's what they're made for, to penetrate and to provide your body with all the nutrients. And so we actually use coconut oil, we use shea butter, we use cocoa butter in our body butters. And so that helps to moisturize the skin as well. And then we also have, like I was saying, our body oils. Now the body oils are good for moisturizing, but I don't really, it depends on your skin type. Like I said, I would go with the body butter, but the body oil, if you're feeling like you want to just do like a light moisturizer, you can even use the body oil on your face. as well as a light moisturizer. And then we have our smaller serums here, which you can use as your facial oils. Now, these are really light for the most part, so if you have oily skin, you can still use our facial oils with your oily skin as well, because it's just gonna be light enough that it's not gonna take over too much. I don't recommend using the body butter if you have oily skin, and you can use the butter on your face as well if you would like to. Some of you guys might find that your skin is a little bit more dry in the wintertime, and so using a body butter on your face or some sort of cream really helps to seal in the moisture. It's really good to note as well, just one of my tips, to pretty much moisturize while your body is still damp. So even if you're moisturizing your face or you just get out of the shower and your body is still pretty much like damp, you want to moisturize yourself then, because then it helps to keep in that hydration that the water just gave you, and then it helps the body butter to be able to do its job as well. Another thing that I had sitting up here that I wanted to show you guys was the eczema salve. So the eczema salve, if you deal with eczema, this is really good because you might deal with rashes. It could be rashes, any parts of your body, but if you get them in between your arms or between your kneecaps or even on your face, then you can use the salve on those particular parts wherever you break out into those dry rash areas. And we use several herbs in here like neem oil. We use calendula in here as well. We have castor oil in here. So some very moisturizing oils and herbs that are going to help heal the skin and help with any dryness. All right, so another thing that I'm gonna bring up too that you guys might not consider during this time would be exfoliation. I'm gonna do another episode where I'm talking about exfoliation because I always tell people about exfoliation. I mention it just with everything that I'm talking about. I'm like, exfoliate. And you can exfoliate once a week. You can exfoliate multiple times, like 2 to 3 times a week if you prefer. So these are our scrubs right here. We make about 5 of them. And so you can use these. They have oil in them as well, so that adds to the moisturizing component. But exfoliation is really good for you because it helps to slough off the it helps to take off dead skin cells. So our skin is always constantly reproducing. Every 27 to 28 days our skin is reproducing, and exfoliation helps to get off those dead skin cells and helps to keep the skin looking fresh and new, which is something that you want to make sure that you're achieving during the wintertime. You want to have that glowing skin still in the winter. It doesn't stop just because it's cold outside. All right, so yes, definitely using the exfoliating. And if you don't have any of these body scrubs, you can use brown sugar at home if you have that. We also have Cecil cloths. If you have any exfoliating sponges or exfoliating cloths, then you can use those at home as well, just to help get rid of any dead skin cells. Another good thing to do is dry brushing. So right before you get into the shower, you can use the dry brush, so your body is dry, as it sounds, and you're gonna just take the brush and just flow up your body. Flow up. You can go the whole body up towards your heart, and it helps to improve circulation. That's another good thing about exfoliation too. It helps to improve circulation. So you want to keep your body circulated. You want to keep your body hydrated. You want to keep your skin looking good. And circulation, when your circulation is doing really, really well, that goes throughout all of your body. So our blood, what am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. We're not gonna say that. So, but yes, exfoliation just helps with circulation. So it's really, really good. I'm not gonna get deep and go all up into it. So these are the moisturizers that I pretty much recommend. Exfoliating body butters are super important. And then of course you wanna do that internal exfoliation as well. You wanna do the internal hydration as well. So using water, using things like aloe, sea moss, and then of course incorporating good oils, good fats into your diet. And then on the outside, using the body butters, using the exfoliation. And of course, with the showers, you just don't want your shower to be like too hot. I know hot showers are necessary right now because it's cold outside, but just make sure it's not super, super hot, because hot water can also contribute to drying your skin out. So you just want to do things to continue to build up your skin. Make sure that it's staying supple and staying hydrated through the winter time. It can be pretty brutal, but just take care of your skin. Like I said earlier, it's like taking care of plants. If you're gonna think to take care of your plant, think to take care of yourself as well, and say, what can I do for myself to keep me hydrated? Just as we have to water our plants, we have to water ourselves. Also, I forgot to mention, speaking of plants, another good tip to have is to have a humidifier in your house. A humidifier just helps with the dry heat. It's good for plants, and it's also good for us, and it's good for our skin as well, just to keep it hydrated. So thank you guys for for tuning in with me today on our first Urban Eating After Hours episode. I had to make it about hydration just because our wellness starts on the inside. So hydrating on the inside and then showing that and reflecting that on the outside, that's how it goes. So peace, y'all.